Okay, chapter 8 is all about quadrilaterals. We're going to go relatively quickly through this chapter. A couple of the sections we're going to be doing two at a time. For today, we're only going to cover 8.1, which is angle measures in polygons. Two main ideas. We're going to find the measurements of inside the angle polygons and outside the angle for the polygons. Know that a polygon's a 2D figure made up of line segments. You should know that. There's two different kinds of polygons. There's the convex polygon that when I extend any of these sides, this is my polygon here. When I extend those sides, notice that when I extend the sides, none of these lines go through the middle. That's what makes it convex. Concave, this is my polygon. It's made up of straight lines and it's a closed figure. This is my polygon. When I extend any of these lines, look how this line goes through the middle. This line goes through the middle. Because it goes through the middle, it's called concave. We're going to be concentrating on convex in this chapter. Just know that concave does exist. One formula I need you to know is the interior angles theorem. This helps you find the sum of the interior angles of a convex polygon. Again, this is going to keep popping up on a lot of things, and I want you to know what that means. So the formula says n minus 2 times 180 will give you the sum of all the angles. That n is the number of angles, and I'll show you some examples for that. These are not names that I want you to be familiar with. Most of them you should probably already know. So quadrilateral has a four-sided. It does not have to be four of the same lengths. It's just a four-sided figure. So for example, this can be a quadrilateral. That's a quadrilateral. It's a four-sided figure. A regular quadrilateral would be a four-sided figure that has all the sides the same and all the angles the same. There's a difference, but they're both quadrilaterals. Pentagon, it's any five-sided polygon. Hexagon, any six-sided polygon. Heptagon is 7 sides, octagon is 8 sides, nonagon is 9 sides, and decagon is 10 sides. Now after that, if you Google it, there is actual formal names for every sided figure. 11-sided, 12-sided, 18-sided, 23-sided, but I'm not going to ask you to memorize those because that's not what's important right now. In this class, I want you to know these names all the way up to 10, and after that, we're just going to call them n-gons. So for example, if it's a 13-sided figure, we'll call it a 13-gon, or a 20-gon, or a 15-gon. Anything over 10, use this idea of n-gon, the number of sides gone, okay? And again, regular polygon means all the angles are the same, all the sides are the same. So we can call, a regular heptagon as a 7-sided figure where all 7 sides have the same length, all the 7 angles have the same measure. Moving on, let's use this formula to answer the first two questions here. So number 1 says, find the sum of the interior angles of the convex polygon. We know that it has 11 sides, it's an 11-gon. We're going to plug it into that formula, n minus 2 times 180. N is 11. 11 minus 2, that gives me 9. 9 times 180 gives me 1,620. That's the sum of all the inside angles of this 11-sided figure. This one's a basic problem. This is working backwards. It says the sum of the measures of the interior angles of a convex polygon is given. So this is the 900 and the 2,520. You're asked to classify the polygon by the number of sides. So like any time, when I give you a new formula, I might give you the number of sides and you have to figure out this total sum. This case, you're given the total sum, you have to work backwards and figure out the number of sides. So look again at these problems. I have a sum of all the inside angles is 900. Look how I set up my problem. This is my formula, n minus 2 times 180 equals that sum, which is 900 in this case. I divided by 180 first, and then I got n minus 2 equals 5. Add 2 to both sides, so I have a 7-sided figure. It says classify. Classify means name it. So going back over here, my 7-sided figure is a heptagon. This is the answer that I'm looking for. So I want to see this work to show that it's 7-sided, and I need to name it. One more example, total sum is 2,520. Setting it up with my equation, n minus 2 times 180 equals 2,520. Divide by 180 first, I get n minus 2 equals 14. Add 2 to both sides, I have a 16-sided figure. So 16 sides is more than what I asked you to know, so we're going to call this one as a 16gon. With my blue picture here, it says find the value of x. So this is kind of an application. To figure out the value of x, the first thing I'm going to do is find the sum of all of these angles. So I'm using that same formula, n minus 2 times 180 gives me that total. So I have 5 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 minus 2 gives me 3. 3 times 180, the sum of all of those angles is 540. The reason why I did that is so that I can set up an equation. So I know this is really little, so what I did was 64 plus 3x plus 2x plus 86 plus 180 gives me 540. I consolidated everything that I could, and I got 5x plus 260 is 540. Subtract 260 and divide by 5. So this unknown, that x is 56. One last example. So this is a new formula for you. This is the other one I want you to know. So exterior angles of any convex polygon will always be 360. This one's an easy one. So look at my picture. This is an inside angle. That's the outside angle. Now you also know that vertical angles are the same. So when I talk about an outside angle, it's not any outside angle, because you may think that this is the outside angle. It is not. That is vertical with the inside one. You need either this side or this side is considered an exterior angle. Same here. Notice that this and this would be vertical. That's the outside angle, the exterior angle. So what we're asked to do is find out what x is. So the sum, which means when I add all of these outside angles up, it will always be 360 no matter what the picture looks like, whatever the polygon looks like. So I took all of these, 60 plus 8x plus 6x plus 6x plus 20 plus 100 equals 360. Consolidated, 180 plus 20x equals 360. Subtract 180 and then divide by 2, and x should be 90. So we were asked to find x, and we found x. This is one formula I need you to know. The exterior angle sum of any convex polygon adds the 360. And the other formula I need you to know is the n minus 2 times 180 equals the sum of the interior angles. Homework is posted over here, and as you should expect, we do have a quiz on this information next time I see you.